Hey guys, it's Lance from Darling Waste, and I'm here to answer 10 questions that were submitted through our Facebook page. And the first question is, what bands influenced you? While all the other kids were listening to what was popular at the time, I was definitely wearing out some cassette tapes of Michael Jackson and Frank Sinatra. The first rock band that I remember really affecting me was probably Nirvana. Right when they came out, it really changed music, and I was just the perfect age to really love that. And then from there, I discovered a lot of punk bands. I got really into punk rock. I was really into Minor Threat and the Ramones, and Social Distortion was a really big band for me growing up, and Green Day's early stuff. And it just kind of went from there. I was in some other bands, and I decided to start writing for myself. I was really influenced by things like Counting Crows and Bright Eyes, bands like that. And the next question is the new album going to be a big departure from your previous albums? That's a good question, thank you. Yes and no, I think. I think that every album we do has kind of been a departure from the other albums. I don't think they really all sound the same, and we kind of try to push ourselves with each album. And it's definitely different. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a different thing. We're experimenting with a lot of keyboards and a lot of textures and sounds and stuff. You know, lyrically, it's pretty much the same avenue we've always been at. And I think that our fans and our friends are gonna like it, and I think you guys will dig it. So. Yeah, it is different, but it's not going to be like crazy or anything. It'll be fun. I think you guys will like it. And the next question is, where is your favorite place to play? I guess this means which city. I really love playing in small towns like Lost Creek, West Virginia, Andrews, South Carolina. Those have always been really good places for us. And, it's always fun to play in New York whenever we're there. It's fun to go home to Cleveland and play there. We love Chicago, obviously, so it's hard to pick one. If I had to pick one of the states, I'd probably say Lost Creek. They've loved us forever, and it's always such a fun time to go back there and be a party with them. Our favorite place to play outside of the U.S. is Edinburgh, Scotland. Is really, really beautiful. We have fun in Glasgow whenever we're there, but I think maybe Warrington in England is probably our favorite. We were recording Good and Bad Angels in a recording studio in England, and got on a bus and took the bus 5 hours or 6 hours straight to the town, and then got out and got put in the van, took the van to the venue, and we were late getting there, so we literally, Warrington was the first show of our tour on the last tour, and we literally went from like 6 hours on a bus to an hour in a van to on stage and playing for our first show, and it was just a party. It was such a good time. It was a really sloppy set. We messed up a bunch, and the kids were just great. We had a lot of fun there. So I think Warrington is probably favorite place to play. Alright, and our next question is, what are your top 3 favorite things about touring? It's cheesy, but for sure meeting people. I mean, we have friends all over the world now, and it's a lot of fun. It's really cool to meet new people and learn new things about each place that we're at. We don't tend to stay in hotels or anything. We usually stay with the promoter or at the club or with our friends or fans. So it's really great to actually meet people that we've been talking to online, or that we've been friends with for a while. And so yeah, I think meeting people has to be my favorite thing about tour. My second favorite thing about tour is getting to be with the guys in my band every day and just hanging out and having fun. It's a lot of fun to be with your friends every single day and do what you love for a living, and not have to, get up and go to work every morning and, shave and brush your hair and look nice. It's nice to just, do what you like for a living and enjoy it. And my third favorite thing about tour for me, it's just awesome playing music. I mean, what better life is there than to travel around and get to play the songs that I wrote for you guys every night. So, I mean, yeah, if I can be so indulgent, I think that playing my music every night is a lot of fun, and it's fun to change the songs up every night and see how people react to it. And yeah, so meeting you guys, hanging out with my band, and playing music. Those are my favorite 3 things about tour. The next question is, what is your most treasured childhood memory? I've actually, believe it or not, never been asked this question in an interview, so good question. No, but a lot of my favorite childhood memories involve music. You know, I remember, you know, whenever at Christmas, my whole family would come over to my parents' house, and my grandma and my mom and my great aunts would all sit around the piano. And my mom used to be a pianist in a like a religious quartet. So all my family members knew the harmony, and for me, every holiday meant that my family would get together and sing all these traditional songs, like Rock of Ages and stuff like that, that I really love. And so yeah, that's one of my favorite childhood memories. And actually this summer I got to record my grandma and my mom singing all of those traditional hymns and stuff, and we got a record together, so it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I think that's probably my favorite childhood memory. Next question is, who says the funniest jokes, and give an example of one? Now, I'm the only person here, so it's going to be biased, but I'm the funniest by far. By far, no, there's no question. Even if they were here, they would tell you I'm the funniest. I am by far the funniest person in the band. I don't have any jokes on standby, though, I don't think. No, I don't know. I don't know any good jokes. I'll think of one, and I will put it at the end of this. By the end of this, I'll have a joke for you. I promise. Alright, the next question is a long question. It says, we already know how fantastic you guys are. Your lyrics are always beautiful. Thank you very much. Do you write your songs from things that have special meaning to you, and do your lyrics come from events that have happened to you through your life? Awesome question. Thank you very much, and thank you for saying those kind words about us. Yeah, obviously the songs are very, very meaningful to me. I really write from the heart, and I really want to. It's almost like therapy. So absolutely, they're very meaningful, and they're very personal, and they are without exception. Every song that we have is from personal experiences, something that's happened to me or around me or something. So yeah, absolutely. And thank you very much for the question, and thank you for the kind words. Our next question is also a two-parter. If you could only either write words or write music, which would it be? Also, Batman or Superman. So let's take the first question first. Good job getting two questions in there. The first question is, if I could either write words or music, which would it be? This is a tough one for me, but it would, I think out of necessity, it would have to be words. I really enjoy writing music, and I love writing music, but writing words is how it's my therapy for me. It's how I release, all my emotions and feelings. So I don't think I could live without writing words. So yeah, I think that's what I'm most proud of in our songs also is definitely the words and I say what I feel and put it out there. So yeah, absolutely, I'd have to keep writing words. It's like not writing music though. And the fun part of the question is Superman or Batman, and that's not even a question at all. It's Batman, 100% of the time. I don't know what you're asking. I don't know if you're saying who would win in a fight, Superman or Batman, because it's happened several times. A couple times Superman wins, a couple times Batman wins. I'm thinking of Dark Knight Returns. I don't know about you. But if you're talking about coolness, it's got to be Batman. Superman can do literally everything there is to do, and yet he still manages to lose sometimes. I mean, at some point you should just realize if Lex Luthor is fucking with you, he's gonna have kryptonite. I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to swear, right? It's online. You can swear on this side, I'm sure. I'm sure you can swear. If not, they'll bleep it out. But seriously, if Lex Luthor is calling you out and you're Superman, assume he has kryptonite. He's surprised every time. Every time. Like, do you think Lex Luthor would honestly want to fight you if he didn't have some damn kryptonite, like, in his pocket or a suit made out of it? So, even with all these powers, he still manages to get his ass beat occasionally. Same thing, with the Justice League. Batman's right there next to him. Batman can't fly. He's a plane that he has to do everything in, and he still manages to fight aliens and everything. But then Batman's also street level, also fighting the thugs. And he has no powers. He's just a guy whose parents got killed, who is now seeking vengeance and getting rid of all of the scum. And he does it through toys and through, awesomeness. So, absolutely Batman. I have a Batman tattoo, so silly question. And I'm not showing it. And our next question is, what inspires most of your songs? As I said before, songs are very personal for me. They're always inspired by true events. I don't even mean to. I get people who ask me like, hey, how come you always write about relationships? Why don't you write about this or this or this? And it's or why don't you write more happy songs? I get a lot of questions about that. Like, why don't you write? It's because when I'm happy, I'm busy. I'm out being happy. The only time that I feel like writing is when I'm upset about something or just feeling down, and that's just kind of how I deal with it. That's my release. It's unique to look back at each album because for me it's almost like visiting a certain year or two of my life, and what I went through that year, or the relationships, or whatever was going on at that time in my life. So it's really nice to it's nice to have them, and it helps me just kind of compartmentalize everything and get on to whatever else I have going on. And the last question today is, do you see yourself as being a great influence? If so, who have you inspired? I don't think so. No, we have, in truthfulness, we do have bands, who write to us a lot, and we've gotten a lot of videos and songs of bands covering us and stuff like that. And it's cool as we go back to the same places year after year. We'll have kids who are opening for us in bands who are like, oh my god, I saw your band here last year, and then I went and formed a band, and now we're opening for you. And there's even a couple bands that are bigger than us now that we've toured with, that the reason they had us tour with them is because they really liked our band and were influenced by us. So I know we have influenced some people, and it's really cool. And hopefully not even in music. Hopefully we can just, hopefully our songs can just influence people, in life and whatever you need them for. They're there for you guys just as much as they are for us. But, it's not something we think about at all. It's just we're here to have fun and play songs. So hopefully we influence people, hopefully in a good way. And thank you guys so much for your questions, and we really appreciate it. And thanks so much for Breaking Music Magazine for letting us host this year. And we'll see you guys on tour soon. So I have the best joke in the world because I just went to Google and I Googled best joke in the world, and I got a couple of New Jersey hunters are out in the woods when one of them falls to the ground. He doesn't seem to be breathing. His eyes are rolled back in his head. The other guy whips out his cell phone and calls the emergency services. He gasps the operator, "My friend is dead. What can I do?" The operator, in a calm, soothing voice, says, "Just take it easy. I can help. First, let's make sure he's dead." Then, there's a silence. Then a shot is heard. The guy's voice came from the line and said, "Okay, now what?" Best joke in the world.